creating content consistently and profitably. This is exactly how I've done so. So here's a few pictures just to show what I've done. I've done a lot more than that. I've scaled past 1,000 subscribers, and I've made hundreds of dollars so far, thousands of dollars quite soon with YouTube. And I just want to show you how you can actually grow your YouTube channel to find success. So this is the entire PDF. This entire PDF I'm going to be giving away for free by the end of this video. And I want you to be able to have it because this is the most valuable channel. This is the most valuable channel that is going to teach you real YouTube growth that is specific to your purpose as a Christian entrepreneur. So let's go through it. So this YouTube blueprint is for you. It's for you today. So by the end of this video, I'll give it to you. Just stick around. I want to explain it all. So pre-action phase. This is where we start. This is the very beginning. Ask these 5 clarifying questions. What does my channel make me think of? Why are we asking that question? Well, we ask this question because it's actually thinking about who you are as the creator, because you as the creator, you're actually filming yourself, right? And so even if it was a faceless channel, you have to think of, what does my channel make me think of? What is it going to make other people think of when they watch your videos? Now, the next thing, I'm going to get a small run. What value will I provide? What value will I provide? So the value that you provide in the marketplace, that's the only reason people actually want to watch your videos. If you are not creating like Mr. Beast or whatever, you're going to actually have to provide value. And so what is a value that a certain group of people, right? We got a pool, and here is some people, and they want to actually enter your pool. They want to enter your pool because the value that you provide. And so you have to make your environment a buying environment. Why does Apple and Tesla get consistent customers? Like, let's give an example with Apple. You buy one Apple product, a pair of AirPods or an iPhone, and then you want to buy a MacBook, and then you want to buy an iMac, right? You want to just keep going down the line because Apple has created a buying environment. They have created a buying environment. So this is what you can do with your YouTube channel. This is exactly what you can do. Why do I want a YouTube channel? Ask yourself this. Why do I want a YouTube channel? How can my content reflect who I am? Like a mirror. Have it reflect who you are. Why do we do this? Well, if you're able to reflect back on yourself, then guess what? You're able to teach your old self exactly a list, like literally a bullet. It could be a bullet pointed list of things that you've learned along the way, to teach your old self, because there's people one step behind you, and those people will literally pay you for advice, pay you for your knowledge. And then what does winning, sorry, I was thinking winning product because I've read so many Alex Hormozi books. What does winning look like to me personally? And so define what that end goal is. Always have the end goal in mind. What is that end goal for you? Okay. Channel bio setup. So you have reflected, you have thought about, what am I doing? Now channel bio setup. How do we create your bio? Well, this is a really easy way to do so. You say, I help. It's called the I help statement. I help audience achieve. So audience, this is the person that you serve, right? Achieve. So move to goal, like we talked about here, goal. So their end goal in mind. What's their end goal in mind? You have to define that. Their goal, so I'll just put a flag, without pain point. The thing that makes that person sad. So you're removing pain. You are removing pain like a doctor. You're removing pain like a doctor. And you are also bringing the end goal in mind. So you're helping them achieve the goals that they want. So this is exactly how you can set up your bio on YouTube and your check. Like, you're all good. You know your niche, you know who you're serving, you know that you can serve your past self and your past problems, and you have the I help statement set up. Now we're ready to build. So title, make it look clean, be creative, but don't let the algorithm understand it, and don't make it too long if possible, because when you make a title so long, you know what it does? Well, on YouTube, there's your video, and then there's the title, and it'll cap out. It'll say dot, 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 and then people are like, what does that even say? So you have to make it short enough that it's going to fit within this area. And then compelling to your audience. Go and have a look at the biggest YouTubers in your niche. So I can look at Alex Hormozi. I can look at Charlie Morgan. I can go look at William Brown. These are all guys targeting entrepreneurs. And so if I take these titles and the things that they actually talk about, right, then I can just use what they use. So, for example, a title that works is How I made $1 million online with this business model, or something like that, right? You can literally copy what they're doing without actually copying them, because it's all based upon what have you actually done still. Never, ever copy. Know your customer's awareness level. Make sure to speak to people who know what you're talking about, Because the thing is that if you drive a nail into a board, but behind it is just a concrete block, what's going to happen? Well, the nail's going to start to bend. And you're going to be like, why is the nail bending? But you just don't see the concrete block. You don't see the concrete block there. And so this concrete block could honestly just be the knowledge. The knowledge that I put an N for knowledge. Are you kidding? Knowledge that these people have about the thing that you're talking about. And so you might have to actually make those people aware of what you're talking about before you talk about it, because they might not fully understand what you are talking about if you do not explain, if you do not give a backstory. I have a complete table of titles here. It's literally called Titles Framework. I don't know if I can click on it right now. Yeah, I can't click on it right now because I embedded this PDF. But basically, it has an entire titles framework with a ton of titles that you can use. And so if you download it, you can get access to that too. Now, hook and intro. The first 15 to 30 seconds are crucial to getting more views. But we all know that, right? Like, we literally all know that. So I don't just want to give you the cliche advice on YouTube growth. I want to give you the exact blueprint Alex Hormozi, like I talked about earlier, uses to hook his audience within the first few seconds. And so this is Alex Hormozi's 3-step hook formula. This is exactly what it uses to be able to hook anybody into his videos and to be able to get millions of views. So these are the 3 things. 1, 2, and 3. Validate. Make sure the viewer knows they're in the right place by reiterating the video title or showcasing the thumbnail and title packaging right at the beginning. What does he mean by this? Well, in the first 10 to 15 seconds, you have a visual. You have things that you're going to see, and then you have things that you're going to hear, right? And so both of these things need to be in check to be able to be in alignment with what the viewer sees, with what the viewer hears, and through those being in alignment with what the viewer initially read, initially read on the title and saw on the video thumbnail, through those being in check and this being aligned, then you have a banger video. Then you have a video that is going to absolutely destroy on the algorithm. And so this is exactly how Alex Hormozi does it. He just reiterates on the video title or thumbnail by showcasing exactly what he put on the thumbnail, on the title, in the first few seconds, because he's delivering upon what he promised, because right now people are struggling with trust. People are struggling with trusting anybody, and through doing this, you're building trust with your viewer. Okay, now second is tease. Give the viewer reason to stick around by highlighting what they'll learn and sparking their curiosity. So give the viewer a reason to stick around. What did I say? I'll give you a PDF at the end. I'll give you a PDF at the end. A free PDF. And if you stick around, I'll give it to you at the end. And so that's what I did. I gave you a reason for you to stick around, sparking your curiosity for how valuable this actually is. And then dive into the content and begin delivering value as quickly as possible. Like, I don't want to talk about, oh, my achievements, I've done all this, right? Like, I'm so good. That's ridiculous. Nobody likes that. I don't even like that. That sounds horrible. Like, I don't even like that. Like, hearing myself saying that. And so if you talk about yourself for too long, then the viewers are going to be bored and they're going to be sad, and they're going to be like, I came for value. And this is not here. Okay. Unlike what most people say, use flashy colors, fancy equipment, and crazy statements. Basically just provide immense value to grab people's attention. That's all you need to do. Provide immense value. All garbage. All the rest of what people are providing is garbage of all this advice. The priority of hooks is to grab your dream customer's attention, not 14-year-olds who have no money and want to make a quick buck. Because as entrepreneurs, you want to attract people who have money, because you want to be fed back money, right? And so you do not want to attract these 14-year-olds who do not have any money and can't pay you a dime, won't even be willing to hop on a sales call. I'll show you the key to what the biggest players know that you didn't. The fastest growing value creators use the first 10 to 30 seconds, like we kind of talked about just now, 10 to 30 seconds to build immense rapport for the reason you should keep listening to them. Why should you keep listening to me? Well, I have immense value to be able to provide to you. And so if you're not willing to listen to me, then that means that you're just missing out. I literally don't care if you click off right now. But the thing is, I have so much value that as you stick around, as you stay around me, you're going to see that I can provide so much value to you. And so this is exactly what the big guys do. This is what the big boys do in this game. So they understand where attention goes, money flows. If you need to write that down somewhere, do it. Where attention goes, money flows. Some applications for yourself could look like striped screenshots, right? Like explaining what past and current achieved. So explaining how you were in the past and then how you are now and what you have achieved since then. And then visually filling their desire. Just look at William Brown. So William Brown is right here. And then, and I was trying to add somebody else, but I lost track. Anyone who wants to make $10,000 a month probably wants to be somewhere as luxurious as Dubai. He understands his dream customer. So look at this. This is William Brown's whole setup. Where is he? Well, he's in a penthouse. He's exactly where his viewers want to be. How I'd make 10K a month ASAP if I had to start again. You know how much curiosity that sparks? This video got so many views, 18,000 likes, and I think like 700,000 views. And the only reason for that is because he understands psychologically that even if he just puts up his iPhone and he speaks about how to make $10,000, there's people who see this thumbnail and it automatically iterates on the title. It automatically defines the title and gives value to the title, because if a kid in his room said how to make 10K a month and he's in a sweater and he had Fortnite in the background, who wants to watch that video? Nobody's going to trust that that kid is capable of making that money. And so he literally reiterates and redefines what he's trying to talk about, what he's trying to hit on, right? The pain of not making $10,000 a month. And he's like, I've done it. So this is how you can do it. Remember, if you don't have any credibility, build it through sharing your personal journey to audience's perceived goal. And so here's Iman Gaji's and Alex Hormozi's examples. In the very first few seconds, right? This is at 20 seconds. This is at 20 seconds of Iman Gaji's, I always say his name wrong. I'm sorry. Video, and the first 1 second of Alex Hormozi. I think Alex Hormozi really understands this rule. I've been in business for 13 years. That's what he says. And then he talks about the money that he's made in the first few seconds. You know why he does this? It's just to build the audience's trust. It's just to build the audience's trust. Because once I see that I can trust you, and you're all good in my mind, the facility of my mind, then when you're in there, when you're in my mind, then you're going to stay in there, right? And so through what these value creators are doing is they're keeping the viewer hooked. They're keeping the viewer, like, after you watch the video, a YouTube video you never forget about. Like when you're scrolling, you forget what you scrolled through. But with YouTube, this is insane. It's insane because you can literally remember the creators that you watch. You can remember the video that you watched yesterday, if you did watch a video. And this is what is so important about YouTube. You're spending minutes, hours on end with your audience, literally achieving the trust that you want to build with your audience. And you can record one 30-minute video once, one time, and this can be seen thousands of times. Let's say it got seen 1,000 times. Well, guess what? That's 3,000. That's 3,000, I think, or it might be 30,000. 30 minutes. I think it's 30,000. Yeah, my math is all off right now. 30,000 minutes. 30,000 minutes. And you only spent 30 minutes. It's high leverage. Actionable rules you can apply today. Confirm the title. Give people the ultimate confirmation of what they clicked on within the first few seconds. So this is exactly what we're talking about. So you're just confirming the title. Visual of the thumbnail. Make the thumbnail pretty similar to what your intro looks like we talked about, so that people will feel satisfied with what they came for. Make the value visually appealing. You can do this with text, colors, diagrams, etc. Right? Just try to make it not look like absolute garbage, like absolute confusing, right? You don't know what's going on. Like, this is pretty messy. It could look pretty messy to you, but the thing is like, it's still of so much value that's okay. It's okay if it's a little messy. Overall quality, I know it sounds cliche, but if you have a good mic and 4K camera, it will keep your retention higher. And guess what? The thing is, you have a 4K camera on your new iPhone. If you have a newer iPhone, it has a 4K camera. So who cares about buying a camera? If you really feel like you can't buy a camera, just use your phone. Just start with your phone. Or if you even order a camera today, still record today on your phone. I don't care. It works. It works amazing. Novel and unique visuals. To stand out, make sure to make your overall visuals look different from the other 6,740 creators who copy each other. Because the thing is, everybody tries to look the exact same on visuals. Everybody tries to be like each other. And that results in no trust. No trust, because the viewer thinks that you're just trying to copy the other person. So do not do this. Do not copy. No copy. No copy. Just remember that. Okay. Value. This is the most overlooked thing on YouTube. The only reason people in your niche and in general consume content is because there's an exchange of value. By exchange, I mean that they trade time for attention. And if you provide more value than others, the right people will stick with you. And the more they spend time with you, the more they trust you. The more they trust you. I want to remember that. The more time they spend with you, the more they trust you. The more familiar you become, the more confidence you give them that you can actually solve their problem. That you can actually solve their problem. The more time that is elapsed. The more time that is elapsed with you. If you do this single thing, you'll stand out from the other 6,740 creators and become a true value creator. So this YouTuber's name is Charlie Morgan. Like I talked about earlier, Charlie Morgan. And he literally sits right here and he writes. He writes on the board. He just writes value. He just writes value. And what is he making? Well, he's making $1 million a month. Literally a month. $1 million a month. I think he's making more by now. And the thing is, through him just saying, I'm making $1 million a month at the beginning of his video, you're willing to sit down as an entrepreneur. You're willing to sit down and listen to what he says. Now, what is he doing to not only pull in millions of consistent viewers, but $1 million a month in revenue for his online business? Here's the one, that's my first typo in this. The one single thing that you can do today to dramatically change the rate at which you grow. So shift audience's beliefs. If you could take away one thing, if you could take away a single thing from this entire video, this would be it. This would be it. Shift audience's beliefs. Now, this might sound dry or boring, but it's truly at the core of every major brand, story, company, religion, and so on. Wow, that's insane. That's insane. It's at the core of everything. Because once an audience's belief is changed, it changes everything. When their belief is changed, it changes everything. So if you can change the viewer's outlook on even one current area in their life, they will come back. Why? Once you change their beliefs, they associate that change with who you are. That change with who you are, aka your brand, resulting in consistent cash flow and more viewers. Isn't that what you want? Consistent cash flow and more viewers. Because if you know that more viewers equals more cash flow, you're gonna want more viewers. And so this is exactly how you can do so. If you can change their beliefs, they'll associate the change with who you are. And so how does this work? Well, look at this. Look at this. So this is you, and they, as time elapses, they see you as authority, right? They see you as authority in that niche. So this is going to give more context to what I'm talking about, the belief principle. If your audience is sold on your mechanism, that means they already believe in the way of which you do things, resulting in sales calls that look like people just handing you their credit card. Your selling process should focus on offering them a proven system or mechanism that you implement for them. It's not just about one-on-one access to you. It's about delivering a system designed to make their business or life faster, easier, or better. Faster, easier, or better. That's what it focuses on. Making their life or their business faster, easier, and better. Literally, it focuses on those things. And when they believe in the mechanism, so they believe in what you're saying, right? You're speaking out to them, and you're speaking about a system, right? A system. I'm going to try to draw a gear. I'm just going to draw a gear like this, right? You're speaking about a system that you can actually apply to their business, that can be applied to any business. B2B. Business to business, let's say. And through you doing that, through you applying a system, and if they trust you, they have a mutual trust between the system and between you. And so this being applied, they're okay with. They're like, that's perfect. That'd be amazing. Because they have complete trust through the videos that you've posted, through what you have talked about. And so here we go. The value rules you can apply today. Solve one problem. Make your videos about solving one specific problem they're running through that is causing them a lot of pain, right? Because at the very beginning, we talked about, I was glitching out because you got so much on here. At the very beginning, we talked about I help audience achieve goal without pain point. Without pain point. Because you are removing their pain. You're removing their pain. You're removing your audience's pain. And so make your videos about solving one specific problem running through their head that's causing them a lot of pain. Running through their day, running through their life. Like every single day, everybody has a timeline, right? And let's say these are days, and they're just going through these days. And they have a consistent pain. And so all you do is you give them a little gift. You give them a little problem solver, like this video for you right now, right? Because you might not understand YouTube super well, but through you watching this video, it's like, bam, YouTube is unlocked. So I'm giving you a gift, and you see it as value because it is valuable. It is valuable to the right kind of people. So when you provide value to the right kind of people, that is when you unlock success. So this goes on to the next thing. Target the right people. Solve a problem that you know your niche has and not that everyone has. I keep twisting up my tongue during this video. It's just because it's early in the morning. And not that everyone has. This will make the value 20x more valuable. This will make it's kind of funny way to say it, but just listen. This will make the value 20x more valuable. Because it's all about value to the right people. To the right people, guys. To the right people. I messed up so many times on this when I started out on YouTube, but when you give value to the right people, that's when you find success. Ease of consumption. Make it easy for them to grasp your concepts. You can make lists, added colored text, images, music, and so on. Whatever it takes for them to be able to say, yeah, I have so much knowledge now. Like an image in their mind of everything that you just spoke about, kind of in a listicle order. And they can be like, I can run through these things. I understand these things. And that is perfect in my mind. I can understand that so well. It makes complete sense. And so you're going to always have happy customers. You're going to always have happy viewers. Happy viewers. That's how you do so. That is how you do so. So example, the reason I'm excited about this is because I know it works. I've seen multiple beginners sign 2 quality clients in the first 2 weeks. 1 line of credibility. And I want you to experience similar results. I want you to experience similar results. This is a rare opportunity to set you up for life, which is why I've put together Benefit, devoted to teaching what you need to know in order to dream outcome. So this is a rare opportunity to set you up for, if I was offering you something. This is a rare opportunity to set you up for life, which is why I've put together a YouTube framework devoted to teaching you what you need to know in order to scale to 1,000 subscribers. in order to make your first $1,000 online, in order to scale from $10,000 to $15,000 a month, right? Like whatever is, it's speaking to my core audience. In fact, I'm so committed to teaching you this that I've compiled free value, so a free PDF with the only intention of helping you start your agency, or own agency, but this would be like helping you start your own YouTube channel to scale your business. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can tap the video right here or click the link below to check out the free value I've done for you. So this would be like, you could literally put the same script into a short form video, and you can literally steal this script after you download this PDF. So this is super valuable. Man, my throat's getting dry. Okay, the content waterfall. We're almost done, guys. This is insane. If you've taken notes, good for you. You're literally unlocking so much success. What I've compiled over 3 years. Just some of it, just a glimpse. The content waterfall. Think of your YouTube channel as a library with a flowing waterfall. That sounds weird, Aiden. That sounds weird. Well, look at this. So we got a waterfall flowing down. A pretty waterfall flowing, and here's the cliffs, and we got a pool, right? We got a pool. So the source, your YouTube videos are the mainstream. This is going to literally unlock building out your entire content generation process just by understanding this like whole rule. So the main source is your YouTube videos. They're the mainstream and the top of the waterfall. This is your primary content hub. The flow. What is flowing down? Well, what's flowing down is you repurposing content, right? Instagram, TikTok. You take these long form videos and then you clip them on something like even Opus Clip. I'm going to put this here so you can look it up after this video. Opus Clip, and we're gonna make that actually back. There you go. opusclip.com. You can look that up, and through you doing that, then you can clip your own videos. You can clip your own YouTube videos and make content as you go. So you start with long form on YouTube. And then from there, oh goodness, we're having all this trouble. Long form to Opus Clip and clipping videos. You don't even need to use Opus Clip. That's just super fast way to leverage AI, and you're leveraging your time as an entrepreneur. And then the final. So it's flowing down, right? Flowing down the stream. So we start from long form, and then we go to short form, and then we go to the pool. These streams flow into a larger pool, helping you reach a wider audience across multiple platforms. So this is accumulation of all of your platforms, right? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like all of these together make an ecosystem. They make a living ecosystem inside of here, and it's kind of like a brewing pot. Because like it builds so much energy as it stays there, as your content keeps flowing in to it. And so that's a really easy way to understand how you can create content, not only on YouTube, but across all the platforms. Here, I just got to stop the timer. I'm going kind of over time. Tip, start with quality, evergreen YouTube videos. Then scale your reach by tailoring content to each platform's strengths. So all you need to do is start with the main source. Start getting water to try to flow. And through getting water to flow, then you'll start to build this pool. You just have to start with YouTube. You literally just have to start with YouTube, master content, and through doing that, then we can start thinking about the other platforms. So with this guideline, you will get subscribers fast, build a community of God-centered entrepreneurs, build tons of trust, tons of trust. Get more sales, give value in a compelling way, help fellow Christians in a better and deeper way, build a long-lasting brand, and become the person in your niche. That is such an important one. Become the person. Become the best. Become the best. Why don't you believe you can become the best? Amazon started with books. IKEA started with a singular pen. And so all these brands, they understand that when they start with one thing, then they can scale to 100. Then they can scale to having 100 things. So start with one niche, start with one pool, dominate that pool like we talked about in the beginning. And you can literally build an amazing YouTube channel. And so if you go through this, if you take notes on it, if you took notes, if you go through it, copy and paste, use ChatGPT if you even want, it's perfect. So you can download below. This actually got moved. You can download below my free PDF. Right down below. It's down in the description. I'm super excited to help you out on growing your YouTube channel. Just check that out. Tell me what you think. You can literally email me. You can DM me on Instagram. Yeah, how about DM me on Instagram? DM me what you thought about this PDF. And I'm super excited for you to achieve your YouTube goals as a Christian entrepreneur. Okay, have a great rest of your day. See you soon.